Hi there. Welcome to step one of the New Currency Wealth presentation. Today we're going to be talking about creating wealth with the seventh disruption of digital currency. Truly, the future of bankless banking is here, and today we're going to tell you how it works, what's in it for you, and how you can get started. My name is Tom McMurrin. I'll be your host today. I am the author of the Amazon best-selling ebook, The Seventh Disruption, The Rise of the Digital Currency Billionaire. I'm also the host on newcurrencyshow.com, a weekly podcast that we do on the new currency, and I'm also the host on Grant Cardone TV with The Coin Prophet. You can learn more at thecoinprophet.com or follow us on Twitter at thecoinprophet for updates. So this is the opportunity of the day. You can learn something new and do nothing with it. A lot of people did that with the internet in the 90s. You could be passive and acquire some new currency. You could be active, begin sharing the new currency with others, build a team, and create wealth. The learning journey is 3 parts. Today we're going to talk about the opportunity. Part 2, if you decide to move on to it, we're going to dive deeper into the industry and talk about the seventh disruption of new currency. In Part 3, if you're ready to dive into the business and build a global organization, we have a proven online marketing system that will allow you to build business from anywhere in the world. Who are we? Well, we're a global community of over 1 million members worldwide. Actually, we have about 1.9 million members in the last 18 months have joined our organization. Our commitment is to educating people on how they can increase their quality of life results with the new currency. There are 3 benefits to watching this presentation. Benefit number 1, create more wealth. We're going to show you how to increase your buying power and reduce the cost of your products and services that you use every day by up to 90%. Benefit number 2, create more freedom. We're going to show you how to profit from the new currency with a proven online home-based business system from the comfort of your own home or anywhere in the world. Benefit number 3, realize more control of your money. We're going to show you how to be your own bank. That's right, BYOB. That's not bring your own booze. However, you could do that too. But we're going to show you how to protect your money from bank fees, inflation, depreciation, seizure, and even taxation. Now, the new currency is the biggest disruption since the advent of the internet. Why? Because we no longer need a bank to do a financial transaction. Truly, 24-hour person-to-person bankless banking is here. And if you want us to prove it, we'll do a transaction with you for free. We'll even send you the money to do it. Simply go to www.setupcoinwallet.com, watch the 4-minute video, set up your coin wallet, we'll send you some money and show you how you can make a donation to the United Way with Bitcoin to prove to you, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that you can do a commercial transaction without the need of a bank. I think what's important to most people is that the new currency provides real financial solutions that people need right now. You know, one of my mentors in business, and just one of the people I totally respect, somebody who's been at the top of their game of disruption, is Marc Andreessen. He's the co-founder of Netscape, Andreessen Horowitz, Wikipedia. He was the chief technology officer of AOL and the founder of Opsware. No doubt one of the most prolific investors in the world, and he says it will change everything. And in that quote, he was referring to the new currency. The truth is, the smart money is already in the new currency. It's an industry that's only about 6 years old, but people like Peter Thiel, Tim Draper, Michael Novogratz, Richard Branson, Dr. Russia Ignatova, Marc Andreessen, the Winklevoss brothers, Eric Schmidt, and Peter Diamandis. All of these hugely successful people are either advocates or investors in the new currency. Take a minute and listen to what Richard Branson, the billionaire of the Virgin brand, has to say about Bitcoin.
Something that you've been interested in and supportive of. In fact, one can pay for a tour on Virgin Galactic up to the moon with Bitcoin. I think the Winklevoss twins have said that they would do exactly that. Do you think this is a currency that's really going to work eventually?
Well, I think it is working, and there will be other currencies like it that may be even better. But in the meantime, there's a big industry around Bitcoin, and you know, people have made fortunes out of Bitcoin. Some people have lost money out of Bitcoin.
It's volatile. It's volatile.
Yeah, but it is quite volatile. But when in volatility, people can make money out of volatile situations.
Why was it important for you to give it sort of that stamp of approval, that endorsement, by saying to the Winklevoss twins, yes, you can pay for the ride with Bitcoin?
Because I'm not foolish. I mean, if people have got lots of Bitcoins and they want to go to space, I'd much rather they spent that money on our spaceship. Whether I keep it in Bitcoins is another matter. But I'd much rather they spent that money on a Virgin Galactic spaceship than on, Elon will be sending people to space one day on Elon's spaceships.
Now, if that was not impressive enough for you, take a listen to Michael Novogratz. He was the previous manager of the Fortress Investment Group of over $55 billion. Sit back and listen to what he has. This is very profound.
Let's talk about Bitcoin for a moment. You have been one of the big supporters of Bitcoin, something that has been criticized by the masses. Why are you buying into the BC, brother?
First of all, to be clear, I made a personal investment, and our firm has made some small investments in Bitcoin.
But your own money says more than the firm's money.
Intellectually, it's a fascinating story to me, and I think it's real. If you look at the total market cap of Bitcoin, it's probably somewhere between $4.5–5 billion. There are, in best estimates, somewhere 30,000 individual programmers working on Bitcoin. My college roommate lives down in Barbados. He was the smartest guy that we went to school with. He full-time works on derivatives of Bitcoin. So there's this open source community where there's huge brain power, let alone all the VC money that's going in. And so from Mark Andreessen and his company to Benchmark to Wences Casares, there's lots of smart money going in. I've never seen a small project with more human capital going into it, and so I kind of want to bet just on that alone.
But are you concerned at all that this could be Netscape? It's a great idea in terms of being a disruptor, changing the way global payment takes place, but Bitcoin itself will be a failure. It's only the first chapter.
I think it's got first mover advantage, but certainly there are risks. There will be a revolution in payment systems. And quite frankly, there'll be a democratization of finance at one point.
What do you mean?
I think you're going to see things like peer-to-peer lending. The banks are their biggest, I think, threat is the same thing that's happened in so many other industries now happening to the finance industry, right? The internet disintermediates, large players. And I think Bitcoin is just one of the threats that the finance industry, the way we know it, has coming against it.
Okay, so you've just heard from two billionaires that believe that this is the next big thing. So why is it happening? Well, the new currency marketplace is really addressing the 6 billion unbanked population around the world. They say where organized financial services takes root, quality of life increases and violence decreases. So it could be that the new currency is one of the ultimate weapons of peace. We're also focused on a worldwide merchant platform where you can use one currency all around the world without all of the exchange rates and fees that you have to pay. And then, of course, there's the be your own bank disruption. That doesn't take explaining. A lot of people don't like banks. And the thought of being your own bank, where you can be open 24 hours a day and not just on banker's hours, makes a lot of sense. So let's talk about creating wealth with new currency. First off, you can acquire coins for future value. As the community grows, so will the value of your coins. Or if you're kind of the buy and sell stock trading type person, we can teach you how to trade, and you can buy low and sell high. You can also earn bonuses, marketing, educational programs. And then also, we have the events, we travel to awesome locations, and we have incredible recognition ranging from MacBook computers to Rolex watches. So you're probably wondering, who is the Google of the new currency? No, it's probably not Bitcoin. Bitcoin, as prolific as it is a first mover in the space, which is not an advantage in technology. Simply look at the companies like Netscape and Mindspring and all the companies early on that tried to get people on the internet. They didn't steal the day. Who did? The second mover did, AOL. And you look today, AOL owns Time Warner. So I would say that second mover advantage had a big advantage when it came to the internet. Well, the Google of the new currency is a company called OneCoin. It's the fastest company in the world to do $1 billion in revenue. Groupon did it in 27 months. OneCoin did it in 12 months, in half the time. And they're on target to do over $4 billion in revenue in their second year. And who's the founder of this billion-dollar bullet express train? Well, it's Dr. Russia Ignatova. She's a former partner at McKinsey & Associates, and if you know anything about McKinsey, they only hire the top 1% of the class. She also holds a doctorate in law from the University of Oxford. She also has a master's in economics, and I understand she did both degrees at the same time. She was also voted Woman Entrepreneur of the Year in Europe in 2013 and 2014. That's her featured on Financial IT Magazine, which is one of the premier publications for the banking industry. She's truly an amazing woman with an incredible vision to help the unbanked economy. Some people are calling her the Mark Zuckerberg of the cryptocurrency industry. Now, OneCoin has a track record of creating wealth. In the last 18 months, we've seen their coin go from 10 cents in January of 2015 to almost $6.30 in US dollars, really in the last 18 months. It's been an incredible ride with an average monthly increase of over 21%. Now, there are no price guarantees implied, and this is for illustration purposes only. Past results are not indicative of future performance. Now, in the last 18 months, 25,000 people are earning in excess of $100,000 a year, 300 earning in excess of $1 million a year. Over $4 billion in wealth has been created for its members. 1.9 million members have joined the company, and it's growing at 5,000 to 10,000 new members per day. Now remember, results are not typical. There are no guarantees implied. Digital currency is very risky. So what do we market? We market education, how to become a merchant for the new currency, how to trade the new currency, how to mine the new currency. That's where the real opportunity is. How to spend new currency. Once it accumulates in value, hey, go enjoy your lifestyle. More importantly, we want to show you how to live the coin lifestyle. You know, much like people lived the internet lifestyle in the 90s and the early 2000s, people created amazing wealth. You know, in fact, the internet created more wealth in 25 years than the entire Industrial Revolution. How would you like to be at the beginning of another one of those moments in time? So why is the new currency important? Well, it's because we have massive economic problems that should not be ignored. Here's problem number one. The United States dollar has lost 93% of its purchasing power in the last 70 years. Simply put, 70 years ago, a gallon of milk was 38 cents. Today, it's $3.80. It's not that the cost of milk has gone up in value. It's the money that you use to buy it has gone down in value, and it requires more of that money to buy the same product. In fact, if you've been working for the last 30 years trying to get to retirement and it's been real tough for you to do that, well, just imagine 50% of your buying power has been lost just in the last 30 years. Let's face it, we've been running up a down escalator of life trying to get to retirement. Well, with digital currency, the new currency, we're going to show you how to run up an up escalator and get to retirement a lot faster. Problem number two. 74% of people recently surveyed by Gallup distrust banks and governments. That's pretty scary when 3/4 of your population doesn't trust the banking system that they use to hold their money. Problem number three. 15% of baby boomers are not prepared for retirement. In fact, 1/3 have less than $1,000 saved. And problem number four, and this is a real doozy. In 11 years, 76 million baby boomers will be on the government payroll, on Social Security, on Medicare. You know what? Last time I checked, both of those funds were broke. Well, here's the trillion-dollar question. Who's going to pay for all of this? Well, Uncle Sam is pointing right at you. Maybe it's time to consider a new currency. I want you today to consider the prospect of mining new currency and creating wealth for you and your family. What is mining? Well, miners put up the capital or energy to acquire coins. Miners are early adopters. They're founders of new currency. Miners acquire coins at a deep discount for bringing the coins into circulation. Miners also assume the initial risk, but they also get the biggest reward. So let's look at some examples of mining and educational packages. These packages can range anywhere from $800 all the way up to $30,000. Now, obviously, the bigger your financial commitment, the more coins you're actually going to earn. You also have the opportunity to double, triple, and even quadruple your wealth with what are called splits. Many people are familiar with stock splits. This is a little bit different, but it has the same effect. Imagine taking $15,000 and turning it into 12,000 coins with a market value of $6 per coin. You can do the math on that one. That's pretty substantial. Or take $30,000 that's maybe sitting in the bank earning negative interest after inflation. What if you could take it and put it into 33,000 coins with a market value of over $200,000? That seems like a better way to create wealth, doesn't it? And that's just the beginning, folks. These coins are going up in value. We've seen Bitcoin go from 10 cents to $1,203. And a lot of people say, well, yeah, but then it came back down to 200. Well, guess what? It's sitting back up around 460 and looks like it's getting ready to take off like a rocket again. And I got to tell you what, if you'd have put $1,000, say, into Bitcoin, right now you'd have $4.6 million in 5 years. Last time I checked, that's still a good investment. So let's look at the earning opportunities for marketing these packages. You can earn a personal sales bonus of 10%, a network bonus of 10%, a performance bonus of 10 to 25%. You also get coin purchasing bonuses, where you get 40% of your pay comes in money where you can acquire more coins. And then we also have rank recognition, such as cash, trips, and Rolex watches. So let's look at the personal sales bonus. Now, we know consumers trust friends more than they do brands, and that's why this really works with the referral marketing. But let's say you market a $3,900 educational package with mining opportunities. You're going to earn a 10% referral fee. That's going to generate $390 in income for you. Now, 60% of that, $234, will go into cash, and 40% will go into your trade account. So $156 will be made available for you to buy more coins. Second, let's look at the network bonus. And this one's significant. Takes a little bit more explaining, but it's actually real easy to understand. A business center has 2 sales teams. Every Monday, sales volume from each team are calculated unlimited levels deep. The business center, you earn a 10% commission on the lesser of the 2 sales volumes each week. Now, non-matched sales volume carries to the next period. Let me show you an illustration to explain this. Okay, let's take a look at the network sales bonus. Here's the illustration. This gets very exciting. Now, you're at the very top, that is you, and you have an A team and you have a B team. Okay? Now, it's a 2x2 matrix, which means you can only put 2 people front line to you, so anybody else you sign up, even though they're still considered a personal sale, they fall underneath somebody else. So let's say you bring in Mr. C. Well, C, you place them under A. You still get the commission on C, but A gets credit for the volume, but guess what? So do you. So you could place somebody 500 levels down, you still get the volume for them, and you still get the personal commission, but it helps everybody between you and that person. Let's jump over to the chart on the right, and let me explain. So the A team does $12,000 in sales volume. Now, you remember the mining packages and the educational packages that range from $800 to $30,000? That could be one package. It could be 2 or 3 packages, okay? So in a week, A team does $12,000 in volume. B team does $32,000. So on Monday, the computer scans the sales volumes and says, okay, you get paid 10% on the A team, so you make $1,200 plus any personal sales commissions. So you have $20,000 in carryover from the B team because $12,000 is deducted from each side. Now, in week number 2, A team grows, and now they've done $33,000 in sales. The B team only does 14, but they've got carryover from the previous week, so they have a total of $34,000 in volume. So you're going to get paid 10% on that Monday of the lesser side. So you're going to make $3,300 plus your personal sales commissions. So now the B team has $1,000 in carryover. Well, the A team keeps growing and growing. Now they have $69,000 in volume, and the B team has a total of $27,000 in new volume plus the $1,000 carryover. So you're going to make 10% on the $28,000. And of course, the A team now has $41,000 in carryover. And this happens every week. We get paid every single Monday, and as your team grows, all of a sudden, you'll be doing $350,000 a week on each sales team. One sales team may be doing millions of dollars, but your top business center, just so you know, is capped at 35,000 euros per week, which is about $40,000 per week. I think most people can live on $2 million a year, don't you? So it's really inevitable as your team grows around the world in over 150 different countries, so will your sales volumes. And that's what makes this pay plan so exciting, is you can help others make money, and the more you help them, the more money you make. Now, if you're not excited enough, the pay plan gets better than that. So we have a performance sales bonus, and this is where you get rewarded for helping other people make money. Your first level people, let's say you bring in 8 people or you bring in 20 people and 8 of them are making money. Let's say during a 1-week period, those 8 people make a combined income of $15,000. Well, you're going to make 10% on those 8 people's incomes. So you're going to make a $1,500 bonus. So those 8 people, let's say they've introduced 22 people to the business. Those 22 people make a collective income of $37,000. You are going to make 10% on the collective income of those people. And chances are you may not know who some of them are. But you're going to make 10% of $37,000, which is $3,700 for the week, just on your bonus. So those 22 people, what are they going to do? There's a good chance they're going to go out and introduce other people as well. So you're going to end up with, say, 57 people. Let's say those 57 people make a collective income of $119,000 for the week. You're going to make 20% commission. That's $23,800. Guess what? It gets better. Have you noticed how the numbers are increasing as it goes down? So level 4, those 57 people, they're going to turn into hundreds of people. But let's just say it's 178 people that make a collective income for the week of $232,000. Well, 25% times $232,000 is a $58,000 bonus check. Starting to see some real money here, aren't you? So out of 287 total miners earning a collective income of, say, $403,000 for the week, you've got a bonus of $87,000 per week. Now remember, this is for educational and training purposes only. I'm not making any guarantees, and no projections are implied. The amount of money that you earn will be determined on the amount of effort that you put in. So I got to tell you, that's an exciting part of the compensation plan, because the more people you help make money, the more money you're going to make. And finally, we have rank and recognition awards. Sapphire, well, you just get an attaboy or attagirl pat on the back, great job. You know, Ruby starts to get real. You get a 15-gram Aurum gold coin or $750 in euros. That's about $825. Emerald, you get a MacBook. That's 800 euros or about $880. Diamond, you get a luxury vacation. At Blue Diamond, you get a Rolex. And at Black Diamond, you get a gold Rolex. Now you can consult the website on how to achieve these different ranks. So as we come to a close, on step number 1, here's the summary. There's no team building required to mine coins. This is not an opportunity where you have to recruit people to make money. You can simply become a miner and acquire wealth that way. There's no auto ship required. Don't you hate it when the companies make you order hundreds of dollars of product each month just so you can get your check? With us, you purchase one package, one program, and that's all you have to do. Now our bonuses are paid every Monday. We love Monday because it's payday. And remember, as the community grows, so do the coin values. They increase in value. Since we've started, every person who's joined our company has won and increased their wealth. I think more importantly, you can take control and own your world today. Today, you can be your own bank. So here's a bonus for being such a great audience. You can go get my ebook at the 7thdisruption.info. You can download it. It's a PDF. We also have an audiobook for those who don't like to read. You can simply listen to it, 7thdisruption.net. And we also have the TV show. Make sure you go to thecoinprofit.com and subscribe to Grant Cardone TV, and follow us on Twitter at thecoinprofit. Hey, let's start the journey. Get back to the person who introduced you to the new currency and begin your journey today. If you're ready to dive deeper into the 7th disruption of new currency, learn more about the industry and why it's the next big disruption, click on the red arrow below, and let's go to step number 2.
Bitcoin, OneCoin, Ethereum are becoming the smart currencies of investors and businesses worldwide. My name's Tom McMurran. I'm the author of the Amazon best-selling ebook, The 7th Disruption, The Rise of the Digital Currency Billionaire. I'm also the host of Grant Cardone's TV show, the coin profit. Each week we'll be exploring the new currency lifestyles, and we'll be talking to leading industry experts, investors, and businesses just like yours about strategies of new currency. We're going to show you how you can reduce those pesky bank fees. We're going to show you how you can cut down on payroll expenses, and those chargebacks, you can forget those. With the new currency, they're gone. You tune in every week to the Coin Profit exclusively on Grant Cardone TV.